What's up guys, Christy here with F.I.T Fitness and Nutrition with a little bit different version of your Fast 5. So normally I go over workout modification or workout technique. Today I'm going to do more of a mindset talk. So the beauty of remote coaching is that you can do it anywhere, and us coaches can help hundreds of people all over the world essentially. But the problem is we coaches can't be there to give you these modifications and to see, oh, you know, you should scale it this way or you should dial it back here. So it gets a little bit frustrating when it can't be as customized as a one-on-one or a small group in-person session. So today we're going to talk about scaling options, and my motto for F.I.T is scale, don't fail. So regardless of what the workout is, there's always a scaling option to meet you where you are. So a couple signs that you need to modify your workout. If you are a beginner, you're probably going to need to scale some. If you experience any pain, if you have immobility, so if you're too tight or you don't practice mobility very often, you probably will need some scaling options. If you are reaching muscle failure, so not just muscle fatigue, but your muscles are being pushed to failure, you're probably going to want to start scaling some of your workouts. If you are pregnant, postpartum, injured, recovering from an injury or a surgery, and if you are unable to get the workout done in the time, like if your workout has a time domain and you're constantly running out of time, we probably want to start scaling those workouts back. So a couple common scaling options. Go lighter. If you're a beginner, there is no shame in doing a body weight exercise using bands only or super lightweight. I commonly use just an empty PVC pipe or an empty barbell, for my beginner clients, or if I have someone returning postpartum from an injury or a surgery, we dial it back to a PVC or an empty barbell all the time, no shame. You can also decrease the range of motion. So if you're immobile, not very flexible, decrease the range of motion on some of those movements so you're not feeling like, for instance, a squat. If you can't get to the bottom of a squat in a good position and you're having to compensate, decrease that range of motion. If you haven't built the strength up yet to do a full push-up chest to deck in a nice plank position, drop to the knees or go to a box or bench. There is no shame in any of these scaling options. I don't want you, regardless of what fitness program you are in, I don't want you to look at your workout for the day and be like, oh man, I can't do that. Like, there is a scaling option for absolutely everyone out there. So we have go lighter, start with the PVC, start with bands, body weight, whatever, decrease the range of motion. And then this one's really about the mindset. So a lot of times in these like cross training or CrossFit workouts, it's for time. And that feeling of, oh my gosh, I have to get it done as fast as possible, you start to lose a little bit of the integrity of the movement. So instead of looking at a workout for time, change it to an AMRAP. And so what that means is you're setting a clock for a specific period of time and you're just working for that amount of time. So instead of trying to race and move with potentially shitty form, you're just setting the clock, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the time domain may be, and working for that period of time, movement, integrity, whatever your scaling options are. And then that's going to remove some of that unnecessary competitiveness. It's going to allow you to just work on your movements, and it's going to give you a better feeling after the workout, so you don't feel like, oh man, I just like failed. That workout took me so long. Like, you gave yourself a set amount of time and you exercised for that amount of time at the level that you're currently at. And then keep your eyes on your own paper. There's no reason to be constantly comparing yourself to other people, especially if they're at a different level as you. There's nothing wrong with having some competitiveness and allowing others to encourage you, but make sure you're at similar levels. If you're comparing yourself to someone that's been training in whatever style of fitness you're in for 10 years and you're just beginning, don't compare your times or your weights or anything to them. You are starting in a certain point, and be proud of the way that you're progressing to get to where you want to go. And then my favorite way to set up a new client's week for success in their mindset is to look at the whole week at a glance. So if you've purchased a program, whether it be from me or someone else, and you get a week's worth of programming at a time, look at the whole week. How many workouts is realistic for you to start out with? Most likely it's not 5 or 6. It's probably 2, 3, or 4 at most. That's okay. I program 6 workouts a week for my team because I want to give them the opportunity to build up to that. I don't want to give too few workouts and then them be hungry for more. So I would rather give more, and then if you are pregnant, postpartum, a beginner, or recovering from an injury, you have more options to look at, and you can go, okay, so this is the week, I'm going to work out 3 days. I want this workout, and this workout. Then come up with your scales. I provide scaling options. I provide cardio options. So choose what your scaling options are, and then mark in your planner, in pen, workout number whatever. Workout number whatever, workout number whatever. You have them in your planner. You are setting that appointment with yourself. You cannot cancel it. It is just as important as any other appointment. So you have your workouts planned, you have your days that you're going to do them planned, and you already have your scales planned. Then I highly recommend putting it on a whiteboard. I had a client reach out the other day and I'm like, it's so hard for me to flip back and forth to my phone. Write it out. You don't have to get a whiteboard this big, but just get a little one. Write out your workout with your scales. If you're going to change your whatever the time domain to the AMRAP, a lot of that info is already embedded in the workouts in my programming. So pick your scales and then plan your rest days and enjoy them. So you pick your 3 or 4 workouts or whatever that goal number is for you, and then plan your rest days out. Put them in your calendar. Enjoy those rest days. Set up realistic expectations for yourself, and that's going to improve your mindset and your fitness journey, whether you're beginning, getting back into things. This should be a positive thing. You shouldn't be ending the week like, oh man, I wanted to do 5 days and I only got 1 and I failed. Pick a realistic goal and have a great time doing this. This is a positive thing. This is good for your body, your mind, your health, the whole bit. So set your mind up for success so you can have physical success as well. Hope that helps.